Hello everyone. Today's topic is a constructor. Constructor is basically a function or special type of functions in our program. Constructor is an important concept of Java, where constructor is used to initialize the objects. Right. Uh, For example, in Java, when we create an object by using a new keyword, for example, class name, object name equal to new, and then class name with the open bracket and close bracket. This is a one type of constructor that Java by default used when we not define any constructor in our program. Constructor when we declare a constructor in our program, there is a certain rules to declare that constructor. For example, we have a class like a student, right? And we define some instance variable in that. For example, student roll number, student student ID, student ID, so student roll number, student name, student branch, etc. And then we define a constructor by using that fields. For example, we have student, then our constructor name is also student. The most important part is constructor same as a class name. Constructor does not have any return type, and constructor is initializer used to create a object of that class. Right, and we can also there are three types of constructor that Java support. Basically, default constructor means that Java use that constructor by default when we not declare any constructor in our program. Second is a parameterized constructor. Parameterized constructor are a constructor that having a parameters. Right. For example, the same name as a student, and we define some parameter to that constructor. And second is a coffee constructor. Coffee constructor is a constructor we can pass all one constructor object to that constructor. This is a coffee constructor. Means we have a constructor like ABC class or student class. We can passes the object, create a object of that constructor, and that object is passed to our coffee constructor. Alright, so that this constructor will refer our first constructor that we are passing. So only we copying one constructor to another constructor. This is the concept of constructor. We define our default constructor, parameterized constructor, and coffee constructor in our program. When we need to call that constructor by using a new keyword, and we cannot passing any parameter to that, then only default constructor will call. If we passing a parameter to that constructor and that parameter are matching to our constructor, then parameterized constructor and call, and then coffee constructor, if the parameter are passing of one constructor, then the parameterized constructor will call. Constructor is basically used when we need to create a multiple objects, and we cannot need to initialize, or we cannot need to call the instance variable, send a value of instance variable multiple times. We can create object of constructor, and we can pass value at the same time to that constructor. Thank you.